Hello and welcome to our session CKS Digital 4.0 for SAP Business One. Today we will talk about an automatic document recognition with our products CKS ADC and CKS Run. But at first, let me introduce myself. My name is Carmen. I work for the company ck.solution, which is located in Germany. And we offer different solutions for the digitalization in the companies, and we offer this for SAP Business One. We started to offer our solution in the German-speaking markets. Of course, we are located in Germany, yeah. But now we sell our solutions, the document management system, the automatic document recognition, and a few other products worldwide. In Europe, of course, America, and as well as in Australia and Asia. We offer it under the name CKS Digital 4.0, which describes a lot of different products that are there for handling documents manually as well as automatically in SAP Business One. Here you see a short overview about our solutions that we offer. It's all under the platform CKS Digital 4.0, which means this is the base, yeah, of our system in SAP Business One. And we offer different solutions, as I said before, the document management system, which I presented in another show, and the automatic document capture, the ADC module for the automatic document handle. Of course, we offer also other products for different markets, but here in this session today, we will focus on the CKS ADC, which is there for the automatic document handling in SAP Business One. And this solution is supported by our CKS Run, which is a service in the background for automate more processes in the background for a complete full automatic solution. The core today is the CKS ADC, that I would like to present you today. And at the end, with all our solutions together, we have an intelligent document processing. To show you this complete process, we will not only go through this PowerPoint here, we will have a view also here in SAP Business One. I work here on the newest version of SAP Business One, and I work on HANA. So that means the layout, the design, and the structure could be a little bit different from maybe from that what you have. But the functionalities are exactly the same for each version of SAP Business One, and it doesn't even matter if you work on the SQL server or on HANA. Our CKS Digital 4.0 is a fully included solution in SAP Business One. That's why I show it you also here in that environment. That means it is not an interface that we add to this solution. It is just an add-on that is installed and configured directly in SAP Business One. And that means we have the possibility to use a lot of functionalities from SAP Business One, such as user right, workflows, approval procedures, of course. And for the automatic document recognition, we can use the business partner master data as well as the item master data, for identifying the different informations or the different values on an invoice, to create here with an automatic document capture an invoice in SAP Business One. So how does it work? When we talk about an intelligent document processing, it means that we can automate the complete process, which means we get the document at first. It's a document receipt. It arrives us per paper or in an email. Our system is able to identify what kind of document it is. Is this an invoice or is this an order or what is it? Then we can classify it, which means we can send it to the correct document owner, to the correct person in the company, or to the correct department, if you want. And then we picked up all the information. We do an information extraction, with our CKS ADC, where we pick up all the information like business partner, items, quantity, total amounts, or we can also handle service invoices. And when we find all these information on this document, then we control if everything is correct, which means we control it, for example, against base documents, yeah, an SAP Business One. And of course, you will get the documents just for an approval. You can do a visual approval, which means you can see the original document and you can see a draft in SAP Business One and you can control if everything is correct. Or we can go directly in a strict approval procedure in SAP Business One, yeah, where we can name some persons that needs to approve that document or that booking, that transaction in the SAP Business One. And if everything is okay, of course, we have an audit-proof archiving in the background, yeah, for storing that documents. So this is the complete process. But as I said before, we will not only see the process here on that PowerPoint, we will also go into SAP Business One to see exactly how it works. And before we go through that process step by step, I would like to show you what happens in SAP Business One when we use the automatic document recognition. For that, I go here into my SAP Business One under CKS Digital 4.0, and I open the document manager from our solution. The document manager is there for handling all the documents that we have in SAP Business One, especially for the foreign documents, for the incoming documents that we have. And then we use here this folder, Processed. This is a folder where we have an overview about all the documents that are processed by our solution automatically. It means also when we get now an invoice, it doesn't even matter if it is per email or in a paper form, like this one here. It's just a simple one, yeah, with a base document, by the way. And then we bring it into our archive. Here I work with a folder, but we can also pick up emails and so on. Then the system recognized, okay, there is a new document, and starts to read out all the information that we have on the document and tries to create here a draft and tries also to connect it with existing base documents. So this is something that happens automatically in the background, and where our system, the CKS ADC, use also the master data for business partners as well as for items, yeah, to identify the correct values here in that document. As you see now, the system created automatically a draft, which means we book nothing directly in your system. Yeah, it's just a draft that you can control, that you can change, that you can book directly or edit directly in SAP Business One, or that you can, yeah, let's say just throw it away because it's not correct. Yeah, so just drafts, yeah, for having the possibility to react when something is not correct. Here in that case, we see directly that we have here a red field. Yeah? And so we have the possibility to identify a line where something is not correct. We also see here that not all goods arrived yet. So it means position 4 and 5 is missing, is not in the company right now. There is no booked good received PO at the moment. Here we see the cube. This is a cube from our archiving solution, which means I can use this cube to open the original document. So then I can see when I open the document here with a double click, I can see here is the quantity of 9. Everything seems to be correct. So, but why I have here this red field. And as I go back, when I go back into the overview here, I refresh it. Then I can see also here the warning quantity difference. So I go back into the base document here in my good receipt PO, and I can see we get only 8 pieces, but there are a quantity of 9, or there is a quantity of 9 on the AP invoice. So something is not correct. then I can contact my supplier, yeah, and then or my vendor, and then I can tell him, okay, here is a mistake, it's not correct. So that is how our system creates documents in SAP Business One, creates drafts in SAP Business One, and how we control these documents. To give you a short impression how it works, I just would like to show you the handling step by step here, which means at first we talk about the process, how can we receive or how do we get the documents and how can we bring them into our system. I interrupt the automatic document processing, yeah, to show it step by step for you. For that, I go back into into our inbox, yeah. And to bring documents into our system, we can use a scanner folder, yeah, to scan documents into this folder when they come in paper form. Our system picks it up. Yeah, it recognized, okay, here's a new document in it. The documents will not rest here because a folder system is not a secured storage, not a secured archiving solution, because you can delete and overwrite documents. So we pick them up from that folder and stores it here in our document in our document manager. If the documents arrive per email, we have the possibility to archive the complete email. Also with an automation, I make it here manually to show you how it works. The system sees there is a new email. If we have multiple companies in SAP Business One, the system is able to identify the correct company and stores the complete email with the enclosed document in SAP Business One in our document manager here. Let's go back to that. I refresh it and you see it. We have also the possibility, when we speak about an automation, yeah, to pick up the email and to separate the attachment from that email and to store only the attachment in our archiving solution, in our document manager. This happens full automatically. That means the system recognized, okay, here we have an email inbox and we have a new email with an attachment. It is an invoice and it brings the document into our system. When we have the documents here, that means you will not see this step. Yeah, I just interrupted it here. Then the system recognized, okay, with this, and this one, these are all invoices. And the system starts automatically the recognition for invoices, for AP invoices. And then the documents go into the process, which means now we have the analyzing of the documents. For that, we use different routines to identify the correct information on the document. I just want to go too deep into, I do not want to go too deep into details, but we have an overview about the routines that we use for identifying at first the business partner. Yeah. For example, and you see, we use just the business partner master data. So everything is in SAP Business One. And we search for the VAT number, for example, for bank information. We can use individual search terms, company, business partner names, and so on. We only need one search term to identify, one correct search term to identify the business partner. And after that, we try to identify the correct items if we have an item invoice. When we find the business partner, when we identified the business partner, the system knows if it should create service invoices or item invoices. Both is possible. And if we have item invoice, we search for the different items on that document. For that, we use, for example, the business partner catalog number. If you have it in your item master data, then we are able to use it for the recognition. It's easier to identify the different items. We use also barcode item numbers and manufacturer catalog numbers. We use also the name, here, the description, and we use base documents as well, because we know the business partner and then we know if there are open documents or not. In result, the system creates here drafts and give you a warning if something is not correct or if everything is correct. We are able to create here, for example, a service invoice, or just let me make it a little bit larger that you can see it here. We created item invoice as well as service invoice. Here we have a service invoice, and you see it in the preview maybe, we have a service invoice with 3 different positions. So the system is able, because we configured the system like that, that it is able, whenever we get an invoice from Plockies here, the system is able to identify the GL account 450 for the keyword duty, for example. So with that information, we can create a service invoice with multiple lines, with multiple GL accounts. And the system picked up the total amount here. And of course, we have here the document for a visual control if everything is correct or not. The same for item invoices. Just a second. We have here an item invoice, and it is an email with an enclosed document. You can always reopen the email, and you see the attachment. You can also open it here, or you can open it here in our system, using a double click and so on. All documents that comes into our system or for all documents that comes into our system, we search for keywords to find the documents later in our system. And this is something that happens for PDF, of course, for other documents. And when we have an email like here, it happens for the email as well as for the attachments. So we search here for keywords. So here we have the document, and we have here a draft that was creating, and again, a warning price difference. We can go now into the document, and we will see, okay, here it is on this position a different. Here we see it was ordered for 99 cents, and now we have an invoice with €1.99. So that means something is here not correct. And we can again change it, because it was read out in the wrong way, or was not correct, or we spoke with the supplier, the vendor, that is not okay. Or we can say it is okay like this, it is a wrong invoice, okay, and then I can also work with that document here, because we just create drafts. What you do with this draft depends from your processes. By the way, these warnings are individual warnings, which means you can create your own personal warnings. For example, let me take this one. This is an invoice for an online calendar that we have, where we can where you can schedule some meetings and so on. And it is a simple invoice, and we say, okay, this invoice comes again every month, or all 3 months we have again this invoice. Then we have the possibility to go into that business partner to do some individual profile settings, and you as a customer will get trainings for that. And then we can tell the system, book directly when there are no warnings, no issues. And you can create your own warnings, which means you can say, whenever I get an invoice from Cituro, please be careful, it cannot be more than €100, $100 or something like that. Then the system knows everything is fine until €100, and it gives you only a warning if it is more than $100, which means the system books it directly under $100 and give you a warning like this one here, and you know, okay, something is not correct. So we can book also automatically. And we can send the documents directly in an approval procedure, which means when we have the document here, let's take this one again, Cituro, why not? And you say, okay, everything is fine, everything is correct. Then you try to book it in SAP Business One. When you say book directly with no issue, it goes directly in the approval procedure. Here, we take the approval procedure from SAP Business One, which means this field opens and I have the chance now. It told me, okay, you need an approval procedure. You cannot book it directly. Then you can say, okay, I send it into that approval. And we use for that, as I said before, the SAP approval procedure here directly in that system, which means it's a standard now that starts here in SAP. So for that, we get an alert or a warning where we have the information request for an approving. Yeah. Then we see here with the golden arrow, we can go into that approval process. We see here an overview about that approval process. Here, for example, we have the document draft. And if I am one of the persons that need to approve the document, I can go here with the golden arrow in the draft, yeah, in the pending draft. And I can see what happens here. And of course, I can also see here the archived document. I can open it, I can control it. All right. And then I can give the answer if it is correct or not. Sometimes there are employees that do not work with SAP Business One, but they need also to approve some documents. For that, we have an additional license, which is called CKS Web. And with that CKS Web, we have a secured access to our archiving solution. And here we have the possibility to approve documents. That means we use here the SAP Business One standard approval procedure, but we are able to give here an answer without an access to SAP Business One, just with an access to our CKS Web, where we can see the booking here, the online calendar. We see here the document, and we have the possibility to give here an answer. Okay. Approved. Of course, it will leave my overview here in that CKS Web. And then when we go back to SAP Business One, we see now we get an alert, document was approved. Then I can go into the document. I see it again, and I have now the information. It is a draft, it is approved. I can check if I have new revisions, new versions of the documents, because when we talk about PDF files, we have also the possibility to edit it, yeah, to set a stamp on it or to write on it, yeah, as the person that should approve that. And then we can say everything is okay, everything is fine, and then we can book it directly here or edit directly in SAP Business One. So this is how we can handle incoming documents also with an approval procedure, which means, in summary, the document is received with a separate email inbox that can be watched by our systems. Yeah. You also have the possibility, like I did in here in the presentation, to bring emails or enclosed documents manually in our CKS archive, in our document manager. And of course, you can scan documents into the system. The system reads out the information that we have in the email on the document and is able to identify if it is an invoice or if it is a sales order or something else. And then we send it to the person that needs to handle this document, or just we send it to the correct department. Then I forgot to say that every person, every department can see their own documents. So if I have only the right to see the documents from Carmen, I will not see the other documents, and I will not see the document from other departments. That's a right that we can set here additionally. Then the recognition starts. Yeah, we just take the document, read out the information there, and control it against the SAP Business One information, the master data that we have there. And we can handle with that good receipt PO, AP invoices, and on the sales side, sales orders. Of course, we have individual requests that control the documents, yeah, so that you can see with one view what kind of documents were created properly, or where we have some issues, some warning. You can choose a status here so that you only see the documents where you have a warning, or on Monday morning you see only the documents that were created correctly, yeah, however you prefer. And of course, then you can bring it into an approval procedure here directly in SAP Business One, or we can use an approval procedure in SAP Business One. And of course, at the end, we have the possibility, or we have always our documents in an audit-proof archiving, which means whenever I'm finished with the complete process, I can reopen here my AP invoice in SAP Business One. And then I have the possibility to go into the last invoice that I booked, to reopen with a right mouse click or with that cube here, our CKS archive, yeah, which looks exactly like SAP Business One, you saw it before. And then we can see the original document. Yeah? So this is the complete process for an intelligent document handling. If you have questions also about the other products that we have that work together with email archiving, access from the web, or the DMS, you can contact us, of course, on our booth. And at least I have to thank you for your attention, and I'm open here for all your questions. Thank you.